Good afternoon, Badass Artists. I'm Mia Luyando. Today we are here with our brand new book, Blackwater Bayou. It just arrived about, 30 minutes ago, and I didn't want to waste any time. I wanted to jump right in and start some of these really cute little skin tones for our little gnomes. I'm going to flip through real quick so that you can get an idea of what we're working with in this book. They're just lots of little gnomes, little swamp creatures, and they're hanging out in the trees and on the lily pads, and there's a couple of little tree houses in here. I'll just flip through real quick so that you can see, and then we will jump right in and get started. So I thought we would work on a skin tone today. And there are a lot of pictures in here that you don't have to make any other color other than just a normal skin tone. But some of them you might want to make green or blue or something different because they are little gnomes and forest woodland creatures. So I thought let's work on that today. Let's do something that's a little bit different. So I am using a Morandi toned pencil set. This one's made by Indra. But Indra is a Mexican company, and right now they're kind of hard to get our hands on. Any Morandi set of pencils will do. I'm going to link a set in the description below. They are available on Amazon. So I'm going to go ahead and pull. And for those of you that don't know what Morandi is, that is just a set of pencils that are all earth shades. They're all earth tones, kind of muted tones. Browns and taupes and kind of muted blues. So kind of like the new Castle Harmonious. That's kind of a Morandi set. It's muted shades. So I'm going to grab this one by the Indra Creative. It's kind of a bronzy sort of coppery color. So we're going to go in. And we're going to start on her little face, and we're going to color the darker, the shadowy parts of her face. We're going to go around the outside. I'm going to add this color. Now, these are wax pencils, and they're very soft, so it doesn't take a lot of pressure when we're using these. For those of you out there who have the Indra Creative pencils, I'd love to know what you think of them. I really like these pencils a lot, and I've had them for a while. They used to be available through Amazon. That's how I got them, but they just kind of stopped selling them. They have a whole line of art supplies in Mexico. They have markers and different kinds of calligraphy pens and whatnot. It's a really exciting line. We just can't get it here in the United States, unfortunately. So I'm just going to go around her little face, get all these darker shadowy parts. And I know you're saying this doesn't look too weird. This doesn't look like an odd skin tone. Don't worry, we're getting there. We're going to make her kind of look sort of iridescent. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it works out. We're in this together. We'll see if the plan works. So if you're using a different set of pencils at home, just choose something that's similar, like a burnt sienna or raw umber, something in that family, something similar. I've been really excited about getting this book. I worked on this one for a pretty long was a little girl, my grandma used to tell me that if I was naughty, the gnomes would chew holes in my socks. So that's kind of something that stuck with me. I'm going to go all the way around her eyes. And I'm going to go over the top lid as well. There's quite a bit of shadow here. Just take your time. Find those deeper contours, the shadowy parts of the face, and add your deepest color there, whatever your deepest color happens to be. You might decide to make her blue, and that is okay. I'm going to work this color all the way around and try and help me not to forget the ears. I'm terrible about that. Just shout. And we're going to deepen this up over here. Now before I forget it, let's work on this ear. Let's zoom in a little bit. And I'm going on all the darkest little crevices of the ear, all the little turns. I'm going to do that on her neck. And even though this is part of her dress, these are little swirls here. It's kind of just little swirls of lace or something like that. It's decorative. Now let's get this other ear. And it doesn't have to be exact when we're, working with parts of the body that aren't the focal point. Your eye fills in a lot. You'd be surprised. So just as long as we hit the high points, we'll be doing good. Now we're going to come back over here and add this to her little arm. And the same is true here. We don't have to cover every little spot. But we're just trying to get the most noticeable ones. Okay, I'm going to put this color to the side. Now I'm going to grab kind of a bluish green color. This is, I would call this sort of like sea blue almost, cloud blue, something like that, but it's definitely in the warmer blue family. Now I'm going to go right in here and I'm going to go right over that other color. And this is kind of where we're experimenting because we're learning together on this one. Now I'm just very lightly pressing the color in. And I'm adding this as the main skin tone, or at least the mid skin tone. And we're trying to gather a little shimmer effect, but we're going to have to add another color or two before we get the real iridescent glow. So we're just going to work this bluish color in right now. And just use a real light hand. And small circles. Circles make it really easy to blend the next color into it seamlessly. And as you can see, as we're bringing the blue into the brown behind it, it just sort of melts into it, just like it was always supposed to be there. That's kind of the secret of the small, light-handed circles. It's all about blending. Now I'm not covering the whole cheek. I'm leaving that area open right now. We're probably going to go in with another color to highlight there. But I'm going to add it to her chin. I'm leaving a tiny little bit there as a highlight color as well. Bring it all the way up underneath her eye on this side because she's a little bit more in the shadow on this side. And I'm going to do this little dip beneath her nose. Actually, let me go back in with the first color and darken this area around her nose. We don't have to make it real dark, but I definitely want, just the outline of it. And we're going to add that right on top. But right here, where the light's going to strike it, we're going to leave that alone right now. But I think if it continues to blend this nicely, my plan will work, and we'll have some shimmery gnome skin. I won't speak too soon. I don't want to jinx it. bit farther here. Now let me get in here on her ears. I'm going to go above the darker color. This is just sort of that mid-tone color, and I'm just sort of working it in here and there, not all over. I'm going to do the same on her neck. And we'll do the same on her little arms. Just going to fill in those mid-tone points. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Your eye will absolutely fill in the colors. Just have to be patient. And remember to trust the colors. And now let's do this ear before I forget it. I'm just going to work this in here and there. Now I'm going to bring this blue kind of up a little more up her forehead, around her hair. Take a cream color. This is sort of a dark creamy color. It's got a little bit of peach in it, just a touch. Any peachy flesh tone will do. And I'm going to go over the rest of this area. Kind of fill in this highlight area. And it kind of gives her an iridescent, mossy sort of shimmer. We know she's blue, but she's not solid. She's just kind of shimmery. And it gives her that, you know, swampy kind of gnomish look. I'm just kind of pulling all of this together and working working the cream color right in over the blue so it all just sort of blends in. Just take your time, enjoy the process. Coloring's about relaxation and hand-eye coordination. Okay, I'm going to add this to the little ear as well. I'm just kind of touching in the areas that we have left grayscale. And I'm running the color into and over the previous colors as well, just so that everything kind of blends. I'm going to do that on this side as well. Highlights on her neck. And her little arms. So now I am going to get kind of a pinkish color. It is sort of a bubblegum pink. It's sort of a medium pink. Then I'm going to go in and just about here I'm going to add a little bit of color to her cheek. And I'm going to go right on over both of those colors. I'm just adding this blush right in. I'm taking it right up underneath her eye. And we're just going to kind of warm her face up a little bit with this blush. And I'm going to take it up into her temple as well. You don't have to make it, you know, really bright, but, you know, definitely warm the skin up. I'm going to do the same on this side. I'm just going to start up in the temple area. And I'm going to bring it right on around. Give her some rosy little cheeks. And I'm going to make that color the base color of her lips. And the corners of her eyes. And I'm also going to draw right around that water line. We all have a bit of pink right in there. Okay, there we have it for right now. I think we'll stop there for today. And next time when we come back, we will work on her hair and her outfit. I think we'll do some kind of pretty pink or purple on her outfit. But I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, if you found it helpful, I do hope you'll give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel so much. If you haven't already subscribed, I hope you will. That way you'll always know when I upload a new video. I'm going to add a link in the description to my Facebook group, Badass Art. If you haven't already joined, I do hope you will. Come share your badass art with me. I love to see it. Okay, everybody, I will see you next time.